Bandex has a fully integrated production in Koblenz, Austria, where we produce curtain tapes as well as technical ribbons. Today we would like to show you the way from the yarn, means this very thin thread, to the finished curtain tape, as well as we would like to introduce our production technologies.
This is where the threads come together. When warping, the threads required for the warp direction are prepared for processing. A beam can consist of up to 174 individual threads and is different for each tape family. After temporary storage, it is inserted into the rack on the weaving machine. The number of required beams varies depending on the tape family. Here on machine number 56, we have the Bocelli tape in production. For this, we need 6 beams. Draw cords, weft and auxiliary threads are fed separately. Weaving is our most important technology. We manufacture tapes in widths from 3 to 200 millimeters and can weave on up to 3 levels at the same time. The maximum speed of a loom is around 1100 RPM and depends on the complexity of the product. Knitting is another important technology at Bandex. In addition to curtain tapes, we mainly produce technical textiles for a wide variety of purposes. We also manufacture the draw cords for our curtain tapes ourselves. The cords are warp knitted, and we can produce up to 150,000 meters every day. Bandex maintains and repairs all existing machines itself. The general overhaul of a machine can take up to 2 months. This loom is currently being put back into operation after a major service. After weaving, the curtain tapes still have to be finished. This takes place in a separate process. When finishing, the tape is shrunk. Depending on the yarn used, temperatures of up to 210 degrees centigrade prevail in the ovens. A modern automatic winder helps our employees to process the tapes quickly. The spooled, packaged and labelled tape is now brought to the warehouse and is ready for dispatch to our customers. As soon as we've received your order, it will be picked and the package will be on its way to you.
A lovely good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Bandex online seminar. I hope you enjoyed the tour around our company in the countdown. We are now live in our showroom in Koblach. As every year, we have prepared new products for you, and a part of them we like to introduce today. It is a mix of curtain tapes, creative ideas, as well as trimmings. As an online seminar is for us a new format in product presentation, we spend upfront a lot of thoughts in order to do it in the best possible way. As we like to see you, all the details in the best possible way, we decided to prepare 2 clips up front. For us, content is more important than doing anything live. In case that you have any questions, we will be happy to answer them. And we are also happy to serve you with samples. Simply send an email to info@bandex.com and we will answer it as soon as possible. We also would like to come up with something very special for you today. And we prepared a small competition. So in case that you like to win this lovely cushion, you should answer a question which will be raised at the end of the seminar. So it's worth paying attention. In the year 2017, Bandex presented the concept A Basket Full of Ideas. At the beginning, it was cushions made with our curtain tapes, or it was 2 tapes on top of the curtain. But the idea developed, and nowadays we are beautifying entire rooms with our products and our ideas. Last year, November, my charming colleagues Julia Schausberger and Ines Bolter had the chance to redesign one of the rooms in the business hotel Maya in Götzis, Austria. And from curtains to bed runners to cushions and even textile seats, everything was there and everything was created. And have a look at this beautiful room and this picture. And I think it speaks for itself, or to say it with other words, the ladies did very well. The curtains were designed with our tape Barbarella and Limbo. The Barbarella we have since years in our range. The Limbo is a new product. We have recreated the scene from the business hotel Maya in our showroom here in Koblach in order to show you some more details. Here you see the curtain with the Barbarella tape. The Barbarella is a 2-in-1 tape, and the basic idea when we developed it was to give our customers more opportunities within one stock keeping unit. So you can pleat the tape as a crew pleat P2 or as a butterfly, or you can stitch it down to a box, or you can stitch it as a pinch. Julia and Ines decided here for the pinch pleat in 2.5 times fullness. And this is also something very special with the Barbarella tape. You can pleat all styles in 2 times and 2.5 times fullness. So finally, it is an 8-in-1 tape. And in order to show you now all the opportunities in that tape, we have created on our homepage a lot of pictures in our online shop. And now we will go in our online shop. So if you are on bandex.com, you simply press the button with the online shop, and then here in the search field we type Barbarella and press the search button. And here we are, and if we click 2 times on the picture, we have it in the biggest possible format. And you see here now the Barbarella tape as a butterfly pleat in 2.5 times fullness. You can also see very well the 4 pocket rows, means you are very flexible in hanging it. And by the way, the Barbarella is 100 millimeter wide. And we see it now as the butterfly in 2 times fullness. You usually see the pleat is a bit smaller, and of course the pleat distance is also bigger. Here we have pressed it down on the fabric for a box pleat. We pressed it down in this case as we made all the series of pictures coming now with 1 curtain. Normally you would have a stitch line here and another one probably here. Here you see it now again as a butterfly pleat. and here as a group lead P2. So this looks very similar to our America tape. Finally, the pinch bleed option, which you have already seen. And this picture shows now the 8 draw cards we have in the Barbarella tape. With the white ones, you pleat 2.5 times fullness, and please use the translucent one in case that you like to have 2 times fullness. So this is all the information and pictures we would like to share with you about the Barbarella tape. The Limbo is, as mentioned already, a new arrival in our product range. And very often the customers ask us how we come up with the names for our tapes and if there is any logic behind. And yes, of course, there is a system. And for example, group bleed tapes are named like dances, like Limbo, Lambada, Cha-Cha, Sirtaki, Boogie. And there was also a question why we increased again the range of our group bleed tapes. And although this answer is very simple, the requests and ideas from our customers always give us inspiration in order to design new tapes. The Limbo is a 7 centimeter wide tape with 6 colors, and it is in white color. And with the nice pleat distance of 100 millimeters, it is very, very suitable for slidable curtains. In order to show you all the details about the Limbo tape, we have prepared a small clip which we like to present now. A new item in our wide range of curtain tapes is the article Limbo. The Limbo is a group lead, and at the beginning we have it as a P2 and a P3 in our range, both of them available in the fullness of 2. Of course, we will present shortly further options with this tape according to your requests and wishes. The Limbo is a 7 centimeter wide tape with 6 pocket rows. Means you are very, very flexible in hanging. You can hang it as this example under the rail, or if you like, you can cover the rail using the lower pocket rows. The difference between the Limbo tape and the Lambada tape is how the pleats are sorted. You see with the Limbo P3 that all 3 pleats are going straight forward, while you see with the Lambada P3 that the 3 pleats are widening up. We would like now to show you how simple it is to pleat the Limbo tape, and my charming colleague Ines will help me now to show it to you. You see, it's very, very simple to pleat the tape. Just pleat it, having your fingers in the middle of the pleat, and then push it to the other side. And well, you have a very, very beautiful decoration. And you see also here now the 6 pocket rows. And we have on the left and on the right of the pleat, we have always 1 pocket. That means you can use a various number of different hooks and gliders, for example this double fork hook, in order to close the pleats. I also like to highlight the draw card. It's a warp knitted one, means the end is very stable and nice, and it's not spreading up like with a braided one. It is also very simple to knot the draw card, and it is a very stable one. One article we have in the range in order to help you to secure the remaining draw cord is this small friend, and it's called a cord tidy. We have a small one for mini curtains like this. If you have a big curtain, you can also use this one. It will carry easily 5 or 10 meters of your draw cords, and you can very simple hook it later on in one of the remaining pockets. So, and have a look at this beautiful curtain, and it's very good in sliding, so you can very simple move it to the side and you have a lovely parcel and always a perfect decoration. By the way, the tracks we are using here, they are from our deco team partner Buchheister from Germany. As mentioned already in the clip, the Limbo will be available at the beginning as a P2 as well as a P3, both in 2 times fullness, and for sure we will increase that range quite soon. In case that you say, well, I like the multi-pocket option and I need a 7 cm wide tape, but I like to have another style of pleating, we created a tool on our homepage called the Curtain Tape Configurator, which helps you to find very, very quickly what you're looking for. And I like to show you now how this tool is working. So we go again on our homepage and press the button for the online shop. And here you see that red button saying the Curtain Tape Configurator. And if you press it, you come into that section and you see already that we have at the moment 387 different tapes on our homepage. And here we have 9 characters where we can filter in order to squeeze down very quickly what we are looking for. So we are looking for an alternative for the limbo, means we need a 70 mm wide tape. And you see we are already down on 55 products. We like to have it in the color white. And we need the multi-pocket option, so we need the 6 pockets. So we have 14 products found which are within this characteristic. There is the Campino tape, this is the pencil pleat option there, and the Lambada tape, which was also mentioned already in the clip. And one more time, you see here the difference between limbo and lambada, how the pleat is built. With the limbo, there are all 3 pleats going straight forward. And with the lambada, you see it is fanned out. And if there is any option you like to receive in addition, then simply contact us. We will be happy to help and send you the right product. The next point we like to highlight today is the fullness ratio. Bandex offers a huge range of different ratios, but we very often learn that our customers think a lot in this traditional range of fullness ratios like 3, like 2.5, 2 and 1.5, forgetting about all these intermediate solutions we are offering. And we increased the range of these intermediate solutions by the Bocelli tape, which is now also available in the fullness of 1 to 185. For sure, most of you know the Bocelli tape. It's one of our best sellers. It's a 76 mm or 3-inch wide pencil pleat tape in translucent with 4 pocket rows. Means you're again very, very flexible in hanging. So you can either fix it under the drag or you can hide the drag. We have here now a curtain with the Bocelli in 1 to 185. So you see it's giving a very nice design on the head of the curtain, and it's also a nice ratio between the deepness of the pleat and the distance of the pleat. And yeah, if your customer's budget is not paying for 2 times, I think this is an excellent compromise and also giving a very nice design. As the fullness ratio has a big impact on the design of the curtain, we decided to show that in more details, and we created some curtains in a 1.5 times fullness, 2 times fullness and 1 to 185 fullness using our tapes Bocelli and Lambada P1. And we would like to show you now all the differences in a clip we prepared up front. And while you are watching the video, I take a rest on this lovely textile chair. So enjoy the video. From time to time, you will face that your design idea and your customer's budget is not working together. In such a case, you have to find a new solution with a more minimalistic design. Of course, budget is always a topic, especially taking into consideration that you have to equip a hotel with approximately 200 rooms. A lot of people are automatically thinking in very minimalistic designs with a fullness ratio, for example, of 1 to 1.5, but there are a lot of other options available. In order to show you the difference between the fullness ratios on one tape, we have prepared for you 2 examples, one with the pencil pleat tape Bocelli and another one with the group pleat tape Lambada. Here you see the Bocelli tape in a fullness of 1 to 1.5. On this curtain we have the tape in a fullness of 1 to 185. And last but not least, the very nice solution with a fullness of 2 times. The solution in 1 to 1.5 is of course very minimalistic, and we see the pleat is not really big at all, but we have a very wide pleat distance. And this is not what we typically understand with a pencil pleat. The solution with 1 to 185 fullness is more looking like a pencil pleat tape, so we have a nice ratio between the pleat deepness and the distance of the pleat. So it gives us much more design, but we also have some savings on the cost side. Here to the left, of course, the solution with 2 times fullness, which is opulent, which is nice, and we love to sell it, of course, in order to gain also more turnover. But if the budget of your customer is not paying for it, well, we have to look for other solutions. So please remind that Bandex has a lot of solutions available in this intermediate fullness ratios. And the next sample we would like to show you is a group pleat, because we are all aware that the pencil pleat is not very good for slidable curtains. And the Lambada P1 we would like to show you now is the ideal solution for slidable curtains which you need, for example, as a night curtain in a hotel room. We quickly changed the decoration and have here now 3 mini curtains with the Lambada P1 tape. The fullness ratio is, of course, 1 to 2, 1 to 185, and 1 to 1.5. With the Lambada P1 1 to 2 times fullness, you see a very nice and opulent decoration with a symmetric ratio of the depth of the pleat as well as the distance of the pleat. Due to the big distance, this tape is very suitable for slidable curtains. With the solution in 1 to 185 fullness ratio, you see that the depth of the pleat has not changed much, but the distance between the pleat, this gap, is getting wider. And these are the 2 figures where we can gamble around when we do the design and have a look at the fullness ratio. Normally, as wider the pleat distance and then smaller the depth, then you have a lower fullness ratio. But once again, with the fullness ratio 1 to 185, you have a very nice compromise between design and looking at your customer's budget. The minimalistic solution in 1 to 1.5, as mentioned already, we have a very small pleat and a wide pleat distance. It is still very good for sliding curtains, but of course the design is much lower comparing to the other solutions. Anyhow, Bandex is offering a very wide range of different fullness ratio in one tape construction. So it's your choice in order to create a lovely decoration for your customer. Now we are live again back in Koblach. And in case that you like to see all the options we have available in the different fullness ratios, I recommend one more time to use the curtain tape configurator on our homepage. So we go in the online shop again and press the button with the curtain tape configurator. And then you see here the fullness ratio. And here you see all the available options we have. And yeah, one more time, if you see it with 2 times and 2.5 times fullness, this is the Barbarella tape, as you can pleat it in both versions. And we stay now with the fullness of 1 to 185. And you see we have here then, normally it should be something like 15 products. Yeah, now it's working. We have here 15 products which we have available in that fullness ratio. So it's different styles of pleating, it's different widths, it's different colors. And if we stay now here on the Sirtaki P1, for example, you also find with all our products a lot of technical information. So there is mentioned the width, there is mentioned the makeup, means the BX50 is a box with 50 meters, but also the repeat, it's 160 millimeters, and the pleat distance. And also very important is the information about the depth of the pleat to the front, because in case that you have to fix your pair of curtain in a niche or you have a car niche, this is important to know. There is also one new function in our web shop, and this is to view related products. So if you like to see all the variants we have from this Yataki tape, then press that button and then you see all that options. So this Yataki P1 in 12185 ISO also now available with threads, means you can use it also for poles. But we are going now to the Yataki P4 in 2.5 times fullness, because I like to mention one more time our color thread we have in most of the Bandex tapes. And this green color gives you the information that the tape is in 2.5 times fullness. In case that you see an orange marker, it is 1 to 1.5. If the color is yellow, you know it's 1 to 2.2. So this is a very helpful tool for you. Another helpful tool are these markers, which we have, for example, in this Yataki or in the Boogie tape. And this is showing to you what is the mid, or where is the mid between the pleats, in order to fix your curtain in the right way. In case that you like to see all the new tapes we have in our range, I recommend to visit the section of new products on our homepage. And you see there are 16 new arrivals, so there are a couple of new products in well-known families where we increased the range of available items, and also we increased the range of the wave tapes again with 2 more options of the Vesuvio tape. In case that you don't have an internet available for whatever reason, we have our app prepared for you. And this has all the functions you know from the web shop. So you have that curtain tape configurator. You also have the calculator for the fabric amount. And if you, again, press on the picture, you also find all additional information, technical information about the tape. The app is available free of charge in the App Store or in the Play Store. All right, so let's go to the creative ideas. You know that we have since years bed runners and cushions designed with curtain tape, and for the room in the business hotel Maya, Julia decided to use the tape Julio. And you see here now the bed runner as well as the cushion, and we also have it now live here in our showroom. The Julio is a 15 centimeter wide smock pleat tape, so this is really creating a very impressive design on your curtain, especially when you do such a small format. By the way, the fabric we use here is the item Princess from our Deco Team partner English Decor. In case that you like to learn more about Deco Team, English Decor or Buchheister, simply visit the new Deco Team homepage. It's really worth visiting it. Of course, you can also use other tapes in order to design nice cushions. Some of you will for sure remember this one, which we had last year on the Heimtextile Fair in Frankfurt. This is a bit more simple way how to do it, and it's done with our tape Simone, but it's also giving a very nice view and a very nice decoration. Of course, you can also do cushions with other formats and using more than one layer of tape. Like this one we have done with the tape Moderato in a fullness of 2.5 times. So here are 2 layers, and that is also giving a very nice design. Of course, we are also happy to get information about the curtains, cushions, bed runners and other ideas you realized with our products. If you have done something nice, simply send us the pictures. It will be very interesting for us to see them, and we are happy to receive them. In case that you like to see more of our ideas, I recommend again to go on our web shop. And this time we go on the download section. Here you find all the videos we have prepared. You can download brochures, flyers, or the helpful hints we created for you, but also the image brochures. And if you press there the download button, then you see the ones we made with the Lola tape, these curtains, and you also see another cushion we have done with our Simone tape. And yeah, we'll be happy if you do the download and get inspired by our ideas. But of course, you also have the chance to design your cushions using trimmings or tiebacks. For example, we have done this cushion with our tieback Elena. It's also a new arrival. And as the Elena tieback has 2 strong magnets, you even don't have to stitch it to the cushion, but it's giving a very nice and lovely design. Of course, you can also use Elena in order to tie your curtain. And with the 2 magnets, this is very simple and you don't need additional brass hook. And if you fix it here, you see it is giving a very nice design to your curtain. If you say I like to have it a bit more simple, we have another solution for you. There is the tieback Chiara, which is simply a cord with 2 lovely endings. And although with the Chiara you can tie back your curtain, but here you need in addition the brass hook in order to fix it. If you like to see in which colors we have those tiebacks available, go again on our online shop. And then we go to decorative accessories and then trimmings. And of course, you can explore all the 65 products we have available here. But as we are looking for the Elena tieback, we make it a bit quicker now. And you see here now the 5 available color options. And if you press on the picture, you see the wing spread is 700 millimeter, and you also see here the information about the material composition. All right, if I say now competition, you know that we are already more or less at the end of our today's seminar. So in case that you like to win this lovely cushion, you have to answer the question according to which logic the Bandex group bleed tapes are named. So visit our Facebook or Instagram page. We will be happy if you like it and answer the question there. And I keep my fingers crossed that you will win the prize. Of course, I like to say thanks a lot to you for joining us today, but I also like to say thanks a lot to Ines Bolter, to Julia Schausberger, to Dominik Keindl and his team who prepared the whole seminar, who did all this lovely and great decorations and brought the technical equipment. I had the pleasure today to join you, to guide you through today's event. We will have our next Bandex online seminar on the 21st of April, so please save the date. One more time, thanks for joining us today. Take care, hope to see you soon. Goodbye.